everybody eats is for energy. You don't need to eat for any other reason. You're eating for energy. So you've got to be careful of that if you have diabetes. And how much you're eating, how much exercise you're doing. Okay, so I've got everybody's attention. I'm going to get you all to do something. How easy it is to do some exercise. All I want everybody to do, not quite yet, you're all sitting there. I want you to stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down, and keep doing that. You'll need to put that down. And everybody do it together. We're going to do it for 30 seconds, so I'm going to time you. So everybody's do it. And I'll tell you when to start and when to stop. Okay, ready? Start. Count if you want how many you're doing. Keep going. Only for 30 seconds. You're going to have to do it on your own and everything else. Stop. Okay. So all you're doing is standing up and sitting down for 30 seconds. Was that harder than you thought it was going to be? No. A little bit harder. You start to get a wee bit out of breath. You can feel it on your legs. So it just shows, and it doesn't mean that you're unfit. It's actually quite a hard thing to do if you're doing it repeatedly. It's a good exercise to do. But it's just to show you, you don't need to go outside to do some exercise. Okay? Okay, so how much exercise should you do?
Names.
Right, so how much exercise should you be doing? Can everybody see that? Film standing in some way. So you should be doing 2.5 hours, roughly, over 5 days. Now that's a minimum. That's just to try and keep yourself healthy. So you're talking about half an hour a day. Half an hour a day for 5 days. Okay? Now, if you're very unfit or don't have lots of time, you can break down that half an hour. So it could be 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes at lunchtime, 10 minutes later on. It doesn't need to be altogether. If you're trying to lose weight, it's more than that. How much exercise do you think you need to do if you're trying to lose weight? 4 more. You need to do double. An hour every day. An hour every day if you're trying to lose weight. Okay? So, you see on here as well. So that's 5 days. So that half an hour, that's exercise that gets you like the exercise you're doing. You can start to feel your heart rate getting a wee bit faster, your breathing's getting a wee bit faster. So exercise that gets you a little out of breath. That's what you're going to do for half an hour for 5 days. Okay? So that can be lots of different things. We'll go into that in a second. But also, you're looking to do 2 days, so you don't get a rest the other 2 days in the week. So Saturday, Sunday isn't a rest. You're looking to do some muscle strengthening exercises then. Now that can be squats, that can be press-ups. It doesn't have to be holding weights, but it can be. So the exercise that doesn't get you so out of breath. So basically what I'm telling you is every day you should be doing something for physical activity. Every day.
If I stay here,
Huh?
my smartphone, exercise,
No, that's just in your head. Unless you're getting really worked up about those games, it shouldn't be getting you out of breath playing the games on your smartphone. I would think. Do you want to skip on? Started?
exercise for memory.
It is good exercise for your memory and your mind, yes, it is good exercise for that. But that's really the only benefit of doing those games.
some problem for 2 months ago. I can't sleep well, you know. Then I get my body from because I didn't do exercise for a long time. But I start right now for 3 hours, 2 months ago. You know. Every day I'm doing exercise. You know.
So
I have to wake up every day. I have to wake up 6 o'clock morning to do exercise.
Yeah.
And maybe inshallah.
You'll feel better once you've done it.
And then again maybe after 1 o'clock something I do push and down, you know, like 20 times 22.
If you haven't been doing exercise for a long time, it's a good idea to gradually build it up and do it.
Yes,
So
every day.
you
I do
decide,
that every day.
tomorrow I'm going to run a marathon because I've not done exercise in a while. That's not a good idea, so you would build yourself up to things. So, if you have diabetes, doing exercise is good for your diabetes. It helps you control your diabetes better because your body's using the energy that you're taking in for something and it's using that up. Things like, if you're overweight, you'll hear on TV, if you're overweight, you're more at risk of getting heart disease, heart attacks, stroke, and several different cancers. So exercise helps reduce your chance, if you don't have diabetes just now, it reduces your chances of getting diabetes, having a heart attack, having a stroke, getting cancer, lowering your blood pressure. Do we need any other reasons? This sounds like good enough reasons to me. You want to move on? A couple of other things as well. Have you heard of
Can I ask you something? How is this sickness? Like this like trains.
that would be quite so in the knees? It's not very good for your knees to do that. So that means
Yeah,
right. I'll have the end of the Has anybody heard of osteoporosis? Osteoporosis is a thing that's quite common in women, but it also happens to men. And doing exercise helps strengthen your bones. Osteoporosis is a thing where the bones are very brittle and break very easily. So doing exercise helps strengthen your bones as well. So that life. Also for flexibility, have you seen someone older who tries to reach up to the shelf when they can't reach? That's how far their arm goes. They don't go any further than that. Have you ever seen anybody older that happens to? Predominantly white Scottish people, I'll say this because they're not exercising. They can't reach up, and it's just because there's no flexibility in muscles anymore. So that helps you be able to keep the range of movement when you're exercising. Move that one. Okay, so like I was saying, you only eat for energy, okay? So you wouldn't, it's very easy to eat more energy than your body's actually going to use. So that's what I was saying to someone yesterday that asked if it was okay if they were eating quite a lot. It is okay as long as you're using it up. It's like, is there any car drivers in here?
Yep.
Anybody drive a car? Well, you wouldn't. You fill up your car with fuel, you fill up your car with fuel, you fill up your body with fuel. You don't drive your car anywhere, so you can't go and put more fuel in it. If you don't use your energy in your body, you shouldn't be going then again and putting more energy in. Okay, so you should be using up. So if you don't use up the energy you're putting in, what happens is the weight comes on. If you have weight coming on, if you get a bigger waist circumference, so if your waist is bigger, you're more likely to be getting diabetes and heart disease and stroke and all those things I was talking about. I've got this tape measure. The blue side, most of the blue side, is for men. It says men on it. If you turn it round, to the other side, it says women. Okay? Men are allowed a bigger waist than the women, unfortunately. Okay? Now, men, I'll say white Scottish men normally aren't very good at saying where their waists are. Your waist is where your belly button is, and around here. Sometimes men, because they think they know what size their waist is because of the trouser size that they buy. But quite often, men wear their trousers round your hips, and in white Scottish men, fastened underneath a big tummy. See those men with that, they say, oh, but I can wear my jeans are a size 38 waist, and their waist is actually much bigger than that, because the waist's up here, and they're measuring it down here. So I've got all these to give out. You can take them away with you. You don't need to stand in here and measure. You can take one away and measure. And there's also a little leaf to tell you on it. If you measure round, so say if you're a man and you measure round and your waist is bigger than that length, round about, if it's bigger, it's wider than that, you are at risk of getting diabetes. So like yesterday I told you, so if your waist is bigger than that, you are from an ethnic minority group and you're over 25, you are at risk of getting diabetes. So you're even more at risk if you've got a bigger waist circumference. Also, if your mum or dad has diabetes, or your brother or sister has diabetes, you are more likely to get diabetes as well. Okay? Right, so what is physical activity? What do you think? What do you think doing? What is physical activity? What's exercise? What counts, do you think? What do you think would count? Well, that gentleman there was showing me an exercise on the floor, so that's an exercise. Going, so cycling, that's a good one, yeah. Walking, yeah, that's true, yeah, that's a good one. Sports. Anything else? This man here, what you got to say for yourself? You've got plenty to say, so tell me what it is. Oh, no, thank you. Is anybody else? Football? Yep, that's a good one. So the sports again. Do you want to move along? So each exercise can burn off a different amount of energy. If you've heard of calories, calories is a way of measuring energy in food and how much energy you're taking in and how much energy you use up. Move along to the next one. So exercise you could do sports, going to the gym, going to an exercise class, swimming. Swimming is very good if you have sore joints. So any sore joints, sore back, that's a good one because it doesn't put pressure on your back. Walking, gardening, housework, and use the stairs instead of a lift, use the stairs instead of an escalator in shopping centres. Using much more energy rather than using the escalator. So on there you'll see how much energy you would use if you were on a road machine. You're cycling. I've got that on there. Up there, 220 calories cycling in 30 minutes. So you see the one there, 335 what it's like more squashed. So some exercise uses up more energy than others. What about household tasks? Do you think that would count? When it said housework, would that surprise you that housework would be classed as physical activity? It is classed as physical activity. It's classed as physical activity. It maybe doesn't use as much calories, but it does. Even things like dusting, ironing, technical assistance probably helps you. That's what it's all. Right. So like that, you've got 80 calories run off 200 calories, but that's quite a lot. What do you think? How many stairs? Well, it doesn't matter how many stairs, because if you're going up and down for half an hour, you're still climbing stairs. Okay, cut the grass, when you're shopping and gardening, they all use different kinds of calories. Right, coming into the centre here. We're going to see how much sugar is in your food. There. I've got little tubs of sugar. We'll be a wee bit more into that today. Okay, right. Okay, I have got a glass of orange juice, a Mars bar, a can of Coke, and a packet of Polo Mints. Okay? I'm just going to set out the amount of sugar that's in there. Right, okay. Right. So I have 1 tablespoon, 4.5 teaspoons of sugar, 6.5, 7, and 7 3/4. Okay? So they all match up to those foods. So I've got 7 teaspoons, which one's got the most? Mars bar? Think that would have the most sugar?
No, Coke.
Coke. So some people think Coke, some people think Mars bar. What do you think? You think the orange? Yeah, we're struggling to make a decision here. Right, so hands up for Coca-Cola. Who thinks Coca-Cola's got the most sugar? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Right, that's quite good. Mars bar. 2. Orange juice. Orange juice. No, so the most popular is Coca-Cola. Go with Coca-Cola. No, I'm not telling you that's what the answer is. Not yet, not yet. What would be next then? What's next? You think Mars? So that would be 6 3/4. You think that would be it? Shall we go with that? Go with that now? What would be next? So I've got 6.5 and 4.5. Polo Mints. And I've got orange. Orange 4.5. And 6.5 on the Polo Mints. Well, I have to say, for the very first time ever when I'm doing this, I've got them all right. So there's 7 teaspoons of sugar in the Coca-Cola. Now that's the same whether it's Iron Brew, Fanta, or fizzy juice, sugary fizzy, which is a lot of sugar in. But did you think there was nearly almost the same amount of sugar in a Mars bar and Polo Mints? There's lots and lots of sugar in Polo Mints, but that's the whole packet. Okay? A Mars bar though also has fat in. Polo Mints don't have fat. This also has fat, so there's more energy in this. What are you getting from orange juice that you're not getting from Coca-Cola? What's the difference between these two? Yeah, nutrients. So vitamin C, you get vitamins and nutrients from this. You don't get that. You get caffeine out of that. You don't get any goodness from this. So although there's natural sugars in here, you're still getting other benefits from it. Okay. Let's see if we can do that again. Okay. We have Ribena. Got the Ribena? A scone. Just a wee scone. Ice cream and jelly. And, hang on, one more. A tin of fruit cocktail and syrup. So tin of fruit. square. What would you think would have the most?
Jelly.
Ice cream? Ice cream, so 9.5, I think, in the ice cream and jelly. So it's 1 scoop of ice cream, 1 scoop of jelly. And then we've got scone, ribena, and fruit in a tin.
Should get it.
You think the fruit's the most?
Yeah, the most is fruit.
Well, I'll remember you said fruit. I'll remember you said fruit. Okay. Yep, syrup. We've got 7 teaspoons, so what would be next? Right in there, so we'll put that on there. I'll remember you said that. Okay, so we've got 4 teaspoons left and a half. 1 scone and ribena. Scone and 4? Ribena half? No. Right, so we're not agreeing there. Right, okay, so wait till look. None of them are right, but nobody agrees. Okay? This one, the fruit cocktail and syrup, has the most in it. It's got 9.5 teaspoons of sugar in. Okay? Now that's because it's in syrup. There is some sugar in there because it's fruit and there's fruit naturally in there. But it's in the tin inside the syrup. So get less sugar, you would buy the fruit and juice. Okay? Ice cream and jelly, there is 7. So there's a lot of sugar in there as well. There's also fat in this too. It's quite energy dense. Ribena is 4. Okay? You're also getting vitamins from that as well. The black currant juice, you're getting vitamin C from that. And the wee scone is half. Okay? Anybody surprised by anything there? No? Because there was some people not sure. Okay. Right. We should get things out. Okay, so we have got 1 digestive biscuit, 1 chocolate digestive biscuit, a bowl of rice pudding, and a small strawberry yogurt. Okay? And within them we have 4.5, half, 3.25, and 1.5. Okay, so the biggest one we've got is 4.5. What's got the most sugar? The yogurt? No, not green.
Oh,
You think the biscuit? You think the biscuit?
chocolate.
Chocolate biscuit? You think the chocolate biscuit? What would be next? 3.25. You would say the chocolate biscuit. The yogurt? Strawberry yogurt? You think no? What would you think it would be? The plain biscuit? Right, you think the rice pudding? Or stick it in between there? So for those used to that's not agreeing on that, we've got 1.5 left and half, and it would be half for rice.
1.5 for
Not biscuits, so we're going to start off with the teaspoon. So they've got them in. There are arguments over that. Right, okay. Nobody's right at all. We're getting worse at this game. But it is showing you there's more sugar there than you think there is. Okay, you said a half teaspoon in the rice pudding. There's not. It's the one with the most sugar in the rice pudding. Okay, it is a pudding, it is a dessert. There's quite a lot of sugar in that. There's generally also cream, so there's a lot of fat in there too. Okay? 3.25 is the strawberry yogurt. Okay, so that was the next. A half was in the plain digestive biscuit. Just one. But generally, the problem is people have more with one biscuit. And then the chocolate one is 1.5, so 1 teaspoon more. Okay, so if a strawberry yogurt is 3.25, would you think a low-fat strawberry yogurt, what would that be? If it was a low-fat yogurt, that's all that's different. Like double the amount of sugar in the low-fat one. Do you think it'd be more or less sugar? So that's normal one. This is a low-fat sugar, low-fat yogurt. Do you think it'd be a bit less sugar? More? The same?
Less.
Low sugar. Low sugar. Low sugar. Think of the low sugar. Right. This is the strawberry one. It's a low fat. Low fat. So there's the sugar amount. It's almost the same. There's a 1/4 teaspoon less in that one. It's low fat, it's not low sugar. And actually some of the low fat yogurts have more sugar in it than the normal yogurt. Because they're taking out the fat, it doesn't taste nice anymore, so they put some sugar in to make it taste nice. So that's one. See when I'm going there, right. See this? See this stuff? Right. I've not got this, right, but do you know, have you seen Baltic water touch of fruits? Yeah. Touch of fruit. Baltic water touch of fruit. Right. The bottle is about that size. How much sugar do you think's in that? This is my one. How much sugar do you think? How many teaspoons of sugar? Do you think there'd be any in it? The touch, it says Baltic water, touch of fruit. Did you think there'd be any sugar in it? A wee bit. A wee bit. There are in that bottle 18 teaspoons of sugar. It's rocking full of sugar. Be very careful of flavoured water. Some are okay, and the Baltic will maybe not be happy at them, but I'm not lying. The bigger bottle of Baltic touch of fruit, you maybe know that, the Baltic touch of fruit, lots and lots of sugar in. Lots and lots. Right, one more. See how we're at it. Anybody goes to McDonald's? McDonald's milkshake. Not just McDonald's, all milkshakes. If I had a cup of milkshake, so not the great big cup of milkshake that you get at McDonald's, just slightly less than a can size, slightly less than a can of Coke. So I had that of strawberry milkshake. How much sugar do you think would be in that? Cup full of strawberry milkshake. With it, then you know that you maybe shouldn't have as much of it. So it's not you can't have it, it's just don't have as much of it. Okay? I've got some books down here about eating well with diabetes. Even if you don't have diabetes, they've still got some good tips and things in it, so you can help yourself to that. I've got, quickly show you this. Anybody want to take a guess about that? These two arteries. This is an artery of someone who is overweight and has quite a wee bit of sugar and fat in their diet. And this, and if I turn it round, see the wee red bits of the blood? The blood struggles to get through. The blood stops at that heart attack is. Okay, so this moves freely, that's the person with a healthy diet. And that one is the unhealthy diet. So help yourself if you want. You don't need to take one. If you want one of the wee measuring tapes to take home with you, to see if you're at risk, come and help